Alright, hi people, it's Shakes here, and I'm here to do an unboxing and review for you guys today of the the Power Rangers Lightning Collection Zord Ascension Project Dragonzord. But yeah, Mighty Morphin, Dragonzord, aka Dragon Caesar from Kyoryu Sentai Zyuranger. So, yeah, it took about I think a year since this came out for me to get it, because I was waiting for a price drop. Price drop never came. So, you know, yeah. We're gonna get probably the Astro Mega ship or Astro Megazord as well at some point in the near future, so be on the lookout for that review when it comes. But yeah, so interestingly, I ordered this from Big Bad Toy Store, and it seems like they had already opened the box because there was like two different like tapes on the box. One, obviously, when they got it from Hasbro, and the one that was also put on there after they opened it, I think to make sure everything was fine. So I don't know if this is a used version, or if they were just checking to see if everything was fine, or what, but it said it was in, I think, standard packaging? Whatever. But yeah, so as you guys can see on the front here, you have the Z, which was for Zyuranger, but yeah, that represents the Zords. It says Zord Ascension Project right there. You have the picture of the Dragonzord in its Megazord mode's head. And it says Z-0121, Mighty Morphin Dragonzord. So, yeah. And then the Power Rangers Lightning Collection logo right here, plastic-free packaging in Hasbro. And this goes actually pretty well with the box for the Dino Megazord. I believe I got this last year, or maybe it was earlier this year, whenever I got it. But yeah, has just dust on it. It has the same basic, like, design philosophy where it has, like, this, like, slip cover kind of thing over it, then the underside, or with the, like, blueprint schematic kind of thing over the thing for, the shape and everything, and then underneath is the picture, or the actual picture of, the head for it. So, yeah. Underneath just has 1 by 1/44 model scale, plastic-free packaging and stuff, translations, and all that. On the top just has the Z, and then the number for it. These, like, vents that are embossed. The Z's embossed, too, everywhere where it is, so yeah. So we have that. On this side, you have the comic book type art for the Dragonzord, which looks pretty cool with the Lightning Collection logo right there. That's actually really cool. I've never had a version of this. I almost did. In 5th grade, one of the teachers at my elementary school was giving away toys and shit that, like, her sons had, but since they were all grown up, they didn't want anymore. So she gave them away in, like, waves to those of us who were interested. And I almost had this, but from what she was giving away from Power Ranger stuff, but I traded a person in my class the White Tiger Zord for it. Yeah. And that was the original 90s version, I think, from 93, so yeah. So on the side right here, you got a render, I believe, of the... It's either a render or a product picture, but I'm pretty sure it's a render of the ZAP Dragonzord, which actually... It just looks, honestly, pretty nice. I do like the Zord Ascension project, for the most part. I really do wish that they will get to some of my favorite Megazords, which are, like, Time Force. Wild Force would be great to have, like, stuff in this scale and this quality in regards to the stuff, as long as they can figure out the QC problems, because these do have those, unfortunately. But yeah, Especially if they can do, like, the main Wild Force Megazord and the Pretazord, that would be great. But, yeah. And then stuff from, like, the early Disney era, from, like, Ninja Storm to SPD. So, yeah, that'd be great. But, yeah. So, I didn't show you guys the back. So, here we go with the back. Again, the render of the ZAP Dragonzord. It's embossed. The Mighty Morphin Power Rangers logo. The Z. Showing the cockpit for the Ranger. The alternate hand that it comes with for the missile firing action. The two Green Ranger figures it comes with him with just an action pose, and then him playing the dragon flute. And then, or Juselkin, if you're more familiar with Ranger. And then we have the two modes you can have him with with the ZAP Dino Megazord and everything, which I will attempt to do in a bit. So yeah, the Z is embossed, like reverse embossed from how it is on the front and the top, which is kind of cool. And as I said, this is embossed, and this is embossed. There's a lot of embossing going on, and I do like the presentation of these things as well. So yeah, again, I've never had a version of this. They didn't even make a version of it in the cheaper, smaller scale, like the Dino Megazord. They just switched from doing that to doing this. And I think that they took the feedback of people saying, oh, why is this so much for something that's not worth the quality? Or the quality is not that great, but yeah. Yeah, so we take off the slipcover thing, got the full face of the Dragonzord right there, the Megazord head for it, which is nice. On the back, got this nice, like, shimmery kind of green with the Z right there, which is actually really cool. And I did not know there were a couple more stickers right there. And I think that this definitely shows what this is, because, like, or what I mean by that, because you can see the two different stickers right there before I cut these. So, yeah, that just sucks. But at the very least, I'm expecting it to come with all this stuff, considering it was labeled as new on Big Bad Toy Store. So, yeah. It's like it should come new. It's fucking $135 fucking dollars. But anyways. So yeah, we have this. That's like what came with the Dino Megazord, with the 3 like coins sort of thing. One with the Dragonzord coin, one with the Green Ranger's helmet and a profile view, one with the Dragonzord's head in a profile view, which is nice. It's nice green and everything goes with the aesthetics and everything of the ZAP Lightning Collection, or Lightning Collection ZAP stuff. So yeah. Looks like these tissue paper bags have not been messed with, but I don't know. But let's get these out slowly. This is one of the accessory bags. Alternate hands and such. Oh yeah, and right, this comes with alternate hands for the Dino Megazord for one of the modes. And here are the 2 Green Ranger figures that were shown on the back. I do like that these come with these. It goes with the let me put this to the side for a second. These go with the main 5, which are pretty nice. But yeah. which, just to show this, and yeah, it comes with 2 different versions of the Green Ranger, obviously. That's actually really cool. I don't mind this at all. Like, if you're gonna include that, worst ways you can do it, I think. But yeah. So yeah, we have all the hands. Okay. So I guess to show these off, the alternate hands for the Dragonzord with the about to launch missile hands. The regular hands without missiles. These are the missile firing bits that I think you plug into whatever hands are on it already. The 2 grip hands for the Dino Megazord for when it's in the alternate forms. And these things go on the Dragonzord when it's in certain modes. So yeah. And we have this stand for one of the pieces, I think the chest piece, for the Dragonzord. Got the instructions for how to transform it and stuff. Yeah. Gonna be using these in a second. What's this? Oh, I think this is the tail. Yeah, this is the tail. Oh, and that's nicely articulated. So it has the separate joints in between the segments of the tail. That's nice. So yeah. We get the main attraction. Just gonna put this off to the side here. With the Dragonzord. With the tissue paper. Okay. Packaged a little weirdly, but whatever. And we got the ZAP Dragonzord, which honestly looks pretty good from what I can tell. So yeah, just let me pull down the arms and hands. Feels a little flimsy. There we go. Just pop the tail on like that. And you can pop it off as well. Honestly, seems like it's supposed to go up a little bit more. Click into something, but okay. Yeah. ZAP Dragonzord. Honestly, looks really good. I do, even though Mighty Morphin is definitely not my favorite season of Power Rangers, and Zyuranger, from what I've seen of it, is definitely not one of my favorite Sentai seasons, I do like the designs overall of the suits, the Zords, and everything. And even like the Monsters of the Week are pretty good. There are redeeming qualities to it. The problem, in my opinion, with Mighty Morphin Season 1 is a lot of the, tone issues, writing issues, adaptation issues because of how untested formula and everything, and they were new to everything in regards to how to adapt the Zyuranger plots and footage into Power Rangers and then everything. Yeah, it was definitely a lot of experimentation as it went. So yeah, so I don't begrudge them too much how they were doing it because of the standards at the time and how they were learning how to do things as time was going along and figuring shit out. But at the very least, I would say that a lot of the designs and stuff that went into both Zyuranger and Mighty Morphin Season 1 hold up pretty well 30 years later. And that is one thing I can give it, is I think these designs and everything will stand the test of time, because I think they already have, and it's pretty good. So yeah, which is probably why first Bandai of America, now Hasbro, have been like so heavily focusing on Mighty Morphin in regards to nostalgic stuff and producing merch based around it, because a lot of that stuff is iconic, and it is iconic for a reason. A lot of it is cool. It wouldn't have become iconic if a lot of it wasn't cool. So yeah. But yeah, so take a look at the plastic and everything. I think this actually is really cool. It has a nice chrome look to it with the gold and the silver all around it, which is actually pretty nice. Nice reflective. Doesn't feel heavy though, as well. Like, they clearly like made this a chromified plastic, which that's not a bad design choice in all honesty. I still think $135 is a little bit too much to be asking for this. And I think it was $65 is too much to be asking for the main Dino Megazord, though at least the Dino Megazord's a little bit easier to forgive. I personally think that this should be priced more towards the somewhere between $50 and $80 range, in all honesty. The Dino Megazord should be priced around, like, at most, like, $75 to $100, in my opinion. Hasbro really are just weird with how they do the pricing of a lot of their stuff, not just Power Rangers, but a lot of their stuff. So, yeah, some of it has to do with the licensing cost, but they own Power Rangers outright, so I don't really understand that at all. And yeah, they do have to pay stuff back with Toei and Bandai and everything, but it's just like, it's just stupid. I don't understand it, but yeah. But let's just take a good look at this. So, yeah, it's actually really, really cool. I do like a lot of how this looks. I like the green, and I like the texture that they put with the green in a lot of places, mainly on the body. Not here, obviously, but on the body. Like, you see what I mean on the head right here. The, like, sort of, like, grippy texture that they have right here. Honestly, it just looks really cool. And it's right down here, too. You can see it better here, maybe. And then on the side right here, not really on the tail, but nah. But the way that they've made this look is actually really cool. I do like a lot of the design elements that they put in here. Nice, just nice detailing overall. Again, don't think it's worth $135, but that's up to you guys if you haven't gotten it already. But yeah, that moves. I don't really know why. But yeah, then the tail, like I said earlier, pretty good flexibility with the individual segments of the tail. And yeah, and on the bottom of the feet, you got the Z's right here, which, again, stands for Z-Ranger, because that's what it was originally for. And that's how Toei romanizes Z-Ranger, is the Z. But it became the thing for Zordon and Zords and everything. That's where that came from. But yeah, I do like how the bottoms of the feet have that, so yeah. Now, just to show this, you can take the arms off, similar to the Lightning Collection figures for the Rangers. You can pop that off, leaves the ball joints, and you can take one of the other hands and just pop it into the ball joints, or onto the ball joints. Oh my god. Oh, this is awkward. Gotta love this. Gotta love this. Genuinely need a bigger space for a lot of this stuff, but oh, I think I was using the wrong hand. I'm just gonna put the regular hand back on there. But yeah, and these are the hands for these missile effect pieces. If you want to plug them in to do some posing, you can easily just do that. I'm really kind of surprised that they decided to have these versions of the hands. Considering that these work just fine. Seems like a bit of a waste of plastic, if you ask me, but meh at the same time. So yeah, if you want to pose them like that, you can. I hate that. This is a problem I've seen in, I think, Topic's video. I think it was also, I don't know if Awesome Rider did a review of this that I saw, or maybe it's also MPR Toys. The fact that the mouth drops down and it takes the face of the Megazord with it, or Megazord form with it, and yeah, it's just kind of weird. Okay. But yeah, that needed to be better designed, I think. But yeah. Yeah, so we got that. Now, gotta put it in its various modes using the instructions, and because I need it for these, got the ZAP Dino Megazord, which, god damn, like, the Dino Megazord is taller than the Dragonzord as dust, because I've just been having it on a shelf for months. But I just stand these next to each other, man. Yeah, so it is really weird because apparently these are to scale for like model sets that Hasbro don't even sell. It's really weird. But yeah, so take the mammoth head out of there. Take the sword. Can I even? What? That works. So yeah, I think I'm gonna have to change these hands anyways. Okay. So what the hell do we do first? Okay, I guess this formation first. Let's just put these hands on first. So that I don't have to worry about this in a bit. Okay, good snap of these to go on the ball joints. Like they should. So, yeah. Just trying to get this ready. Just trying to not knock things over off camera. Alright. Push those down. Okay, so gotta tail off. I'm pretty much, after this video, just going to be posing them separately. So, the regular Megazord form and the Dragonzord form. So, yeah. Okay. I'll fold these up and into here. Right, and that's where these come in. If I can do this shit correctly. You've got to be kidding me. Okay, that one, that seems to be staying on okay. What the hell is with this design? This does not want to stay in on this side, it appears. Okay. Yeah, that doesn't secure in, but the other side does. What the hell is wrong with this bullshit? Alright, turn this around. Okay. Okay, so pull that entirely up. Put the back flap piece down. Take this apart. Take the midsection out. Oh, God. Brilliant design, Hasbro. You guys are the fucking people who make Transformers figures, for God's sake. Oh, Jesus Christ. Okay. Oh. God. That. Okay. One side's loose, the other side isn't. That's reassuring. Okay, this has a lot of inconsistency about it. Okay. So, This is just so fucking stupid. Okay, so... Okay. I won't lie, when I saw Bruno from MPR Toys, like, in his video covering this, like, connect the Dragonzord to the Dino Megazord and then like throw it up and everything. I'm just like, yeah, no. Yay. Brilliant fucking design, Hasbro, when it's just... Which, I know they're adapting the fucking designs from various Bandai versions of this shit from over the years, but like... When Bandai's got it right multiple times, how can you get it wrong? Just... Okay, so I finally figured out how to just do this. So basically you gotta take off the tail from the T-Rex. That usually clips into the back of the main Megazord. But yeah, so partially to do it, but yeah. So we have that. Not really my favorite form for either of these, really. And basically you can also clip in the tail into a port that's on this part, as you can see it right back there. And then also the main body piece you can put right there. And the main thing about this is, as well, is can stand with it. The main thing I will say about this, though, is and this seems to be a problem. Well, a few of them. Well, it seems to be a problem with several of these that I've seen reviews for. I believe Josh from Toku Topics also had this issue. This, for some reason, this clip, I don't understand why, doesn't want to stay in this. Which, technically, I think that this is an optional piece anyways, but the one on the other side seems fine. but yeah, just this one does not want to stay in, and I don't. It just seems too loose where that is. I just don't understand it at all. But yeah, and then also it seems to me like this should have something to secure it to the top of the Megazord, like on the shoulders or something. But it doesn't. It literally is just a thing where you place the shit on top of the main Dino Megazord, and it's just supposed to stay there. I don't like that. I personally don't like that design, and I guess it's mainly the same between, like, the design and everything. I completely forgot that this extends and goes back in for the segments of the tail. So, yeah, for posability and shit. But, yeah, I don't know. Some things about this design, I don't even think this is necessarily a problem with Hasbro's adaptation of it, but, like, something about this design just is a bit off in regards to the toys. But, at the very least, the Dino Megazord can stand with the Dragonzord on top of it. And, yeah. But, yeah, and just to say this as well, like I said, and that just came out for no reason, like, just randomly. Technically, you don't even really need it in there, because, like, pretty sure the older toys didn't even come with something like this, so, yeah, but, again, that just plops on there, and it stays okay, but I'm just like, it seems like there should be a connecting piece that, like, or ports that you put fucking parts of the pegs into, and they stay. I don't understand why they couldn't have done that. They couldn't have done something like that. It makes no sense to me. But yeah, so I'm just going to quickly put this into its other mode, and yeah. Alright, I have it in its alternate, more complete, I guess, Megazord form. Where you take the Mastodon, or Mammoth, more so, off of the main Megazord, put it on this. You connect these two pieces together. Or, hold on. I completely forgot to check the instructions to see if I keep that up or not. Okay. Okay, so I do. But yeah, and yeah, so you just put these together, then you attach the saber-tooth tiger and triceratops to the pegs that are on these parts of the legs, and yeah, so yeah, and then you bring the mouth down and it shows the head. So yeah, honestly, not bad. Seen better Megazord designs, but meh. And then you take the stand that comes with this, you put the midsection from the Dragonzord on top of it, then you detach the last 3 segments before the end of the tail portion off of the tail, and you put it on here. Then you pull out this peg, and then you can keep it right there. You can put the peg into the hand, but yeah, if you want. But yeah, so we have that, and yeah, so honestly, not bad in regards to design and everything. Looks okay. I think it kind of looks better than the version of it where you just plop it onto the top of the main Megazord, but yeah. And there's one thing I forgot to show off, and that is the cockpit for the Green Ranger, which is in the head of the Dragonzord. It's actually really nice. So overall, what are my thoughts? I'm mostly positive when it comes to this. I think that it looks nice. I think that as a companion piece to the main Dino Megazord, I think that it does, or it's pretty good. However, I do have some minor QC problems with it. Mainly just the fact that one of these pieces won't stay in where they're supposed to. As well as the fact that I just don't think the design of having the Dragonzord plop on top of the Dino Megazord, but not really clip into anything, I think is a really weird design choice when it comes to that, when adapting the design for this. I don't necessarily know if any of the other versions of the Dragonzord and Dino Megazord had that, but yeah. The fact that it comes with extra hands for the Dino Megazord is good. I think a lot of the accessory pieces are actually pretty good. Also, just to show this off, because I didn't earlier, because I didn't remember that the whole tail separates into different segments. But yeah, I think, again, just think it looks really good. It's a good companion piece. I personally don't really care to pose them fused together. I'd rather pose them separated like they are right now. With, as you can see, the Dino Megazord being off camera a little bit. But yeah, I do like the two individual Green Ranger little figurines that it comes with. The extra hands are pretty good. Again, though, I think that these hands are kind of redundant, considering you could just use the ones it has on right now, which are the ones that have the missile firing piece, ports. But yeah, I think that's mainly what I have to say about it. I just honestly think that it is just pretty good, all things considered, in regards to adapting the design and putting it into the ZAP line and everything. Price, again, is way too much. I personally think this should be in the $50 to $80 range at most. The ZAP Dino's Megazord should be between $75 to $100 at most. Yeah, because literally, even though this does look nice, it doesn't have anything in regards to anything I think that would make it worth the price, unless if you are an avid collector or Power Rangers fan, specifically of Mighty Morphin Season 1, or even Zyuranger. But yeah, and again, I can only really recommend it to those people and the people who have never had a version of the Dragonzord before and don't mind getting this one. Your options are the 93 original, whether it's Japan or US. The 2010 reversioned Mighty Morphin series version. I think there was a re-release of that several years later. The Soul Chigoken version, I think from, was that 2016 or 2017, somewhere in there. And this version, and whatever other versions Bandai may release in Japan. But yeah, so yeah, then it's like I said, the reason I got this is because I've never had a version of the Dragonzord at all. Same with the Dino Megazord, although I do have the cheaper Hasbro version. But yeah, I do think that this is a nice version of it. I just think that it's too goddamn expensive. It's premium prices, but this doesn't really reflect the quality. I mean, I get premium shit all the time from Japan mainly, and I feel that that's mainly worth the price because it's priced a bit better and everything. I get the premium, or the Bandai premium, Gokaiger stuff, and the model kits for the Gal Ranger stuff, and I feel that those were more worth the money, and I get SH Figuarts, and I get all of these things. I just feel like those are more worth the money than these. If you can find it for a cheaper price than what it is on most sites right now, I'd say go for that. But yeah, unless you don't mind the price and you don't mind paying the price it is, again, it's just up to you guys. So yeah, so I really don't have much else to say. I'd say it's good, just too expensive. But yeah. So, I really don't have much else to say, so link, subscription, all my shit, subscribe if you want, and I'll see you guys in the next one.